turkey, the ribs, the dressing, the fried chicken, the pie. I went vegan for 1 year, starting January 3rd of 2023 through January 4th of 2024. I disciplined myself enough to do it, and also for my weight as well. And during my depression, I gained a lot of weight. I went up to 303 pounds at the start of my vegan journey. And then towards the end of my vegan journey, I now weigh 227 pounds. This is what I did. So the first week of January 3rd of 2023, or actually, January 3rd, I went raw vegan. Raw vegan is basically unprocessed foods, raw plant foods not heated above 104 degrees through 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So in between that time, I had a bunch of smoothies. I had a smoothie bowl. Then I did try a raw vegan kelp noodle Alfredo sauce. I tried that. I didn't like it. I did try overnight oats. I did like those. I ate that. I did document how I felt during that time period. I'll put that on the screen over here somewhere. Enjoy it. I was very cranky, irritable. Towards the end of the week, I felt a lot better. I went to the doctor and she told me that I lost 6 pounds. So I went from 303 to 297 within 1 week. After I did the 1 week of raw vegan, then I decided to go vegan, just regular vegan. I did go to the grocery store to find different vegan foods that they do have. Here is a tip. Make sure you read the back of the labels, because a food item may say plant-based, but that does not mean it's vegan. Because plant-based and vegan are two different things. You may find a plant-based product, it may have plant-based meat, but the base of it has milk in it. For instance, I think there's a plant-based Alfredo sauce somewhere that I saw in Kroger, but the meat is plant-based, but the sauce itself contains milk. So make sure you read the back of the labels on the food items that you're purchasing. That was something that I do all the time. I make sure to read the back of the labels. I did find some vegan food products that I didn't like and that I did like. In the beginning, you will have to find certain foods that you like, because it's going to be difficult. For instance, I don't like Beyond ground meat. It makes me feel sick. I don't eat it. However, the Impossible grounds, I like those. They have a light version of it as well, which is like a little bit healthier than the regular Impossible ground meat that they have. But as frozen foods that I liked for vegan foods, Annie's Pizza, they have a vegan pizza. It's like a vegan supreme pizza. That's really good. I enjoyed that. Foods that you like prior to your vegan diet, I would say make them vegan. For instance, I had a craving for hamburger helper. I found a vegan hamburger helper recipe online. I'll link it below. And it's so good. You have to, all vegan foods, when you go and have a vegan diet, you're most likely gonna have to cook. And then I did a vegan Salisbury steak. I found a recipe online on YouTube. I think it's from Ghetto Vegans. Ghetto Vegans, I think that's their name. If not, I'm gonna link their video below. That recipe that they had is so good, so good. So I had that, and then kept going through my vegan journey and finding different foods that I didn't like and foods that I did like. I leaned more towards foods that had minimal ingredients. So for instance, jackfruit. I love jackfruit. Jackfruit is a vegan meat alternative for me that I like, and you can find it in, I believe, Sprouts, Whole Foods, or Asian markets, and of course it's on Amazon. But I like jackfruit. I made like jackfruit tuna, and I made jackfruit like in my collard greens as like a meat. I enjoyed that. And then there's Auntie Jack and Annie's vegan sausages. So it uses jackfruit as its main ingredient. It has minimal ingredients in it. Eat Meaty. It's a chicken product, but it has mushroom root protein, maybe 3 ingredients in that. So again, I started off with eating the basic like vegan food that you'll find like the freezer section and whatnot, and then I lean more towards the vegan food that had minimal ingredients, because my taste buds were able to be more comfortable with them as I went on with my journey. I will say, if you try to get some jackfruit in the beginning of your journey, girl, it ain't gonna hit like how it may hit if you try a little bit later on. Recipes that you did enjoy as a non-vegan, I would say to make them vegan. For instance, I wanted hamburger helper one day. I was craving hamburger helper. Found a vegan recipe for it. You will have to do like a lot of research on vegan recipes. If you go to YouTube, they have a lot of vegan recipe ideas. I'll list a bunch of YouTube channels whose videos I followed and recipes that were actually good. There are some vegan recipes that's like, it ain't hitting on nothing. But the recipes that I did make myself were actually good, and I feel like it's something that even non-vegans would enjoy. I did do OMAD my first week, so OMAD is only one meal a day. And I lost 8 pounds in 1 month. So it's like my eating period was from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And within that time, I didn't cut my calories or anything like that in between that period. I just ate between the windows of 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Up until this time, I was not working out at all. I was not working out until April. So that's what, like 4 months in, because I wanted to get comfortable with the recipes and the foods first, and then tackle the next giant, which was like working out and going to the gym. So that was my next thing that I wanted to do. So I didn't start working out until April 2023, and I did it for 3 times a week. My weight around April was 270 pounds. So my weight was around 270 pounds in April. And my goal was to do at least 30 minutes a day at the gym. 30 minutes a day at the gym. It was just cardio. I didn't do weights or anything. It was just strictly cardio. Again, I didn't want to overwhelm myself with doing too much. So I did that. Here are a few tips that I'd like to give to you. If you do decide to go vegan and you want to try it out, start small. Just maybe like have your lunch as a vegan meal, or have your dinner as a vegan meal, and ease your way into it. If you mess up, it's okay. Make sure you read the back of labels on the food items that you may purchase, because some items are labeled as plant-based and they're not vegan. So sometimes the different companies, they use those words interchangeably, but they are different. Plant-based basically is like, there is plant-based food in there, but it may have dairy. So read the back of labels. That is something important that you must do. So I remember I got a product and I'm thinking that, oh, it's vegan. And then I get home and I'm like, oh, this ain't vegan. They got animal product up in there. So be sure to read the back of the labels. Like, don't feel like you have to do a year like how I did. If you just want to try it out, test the waters, dip your toe in, have one dinner meal. Have one dinner that's vegan. One dinner that's vegan. Or for a weekend, you want to do Saturday and Sunday, have all vegan meals that day. Ease your way into it. I'm no way suggesting for you guys to go completely vegan for a whole year. I wanted to do it to see if I could do it myself for discipline and also for my health, and I wanted to get my weight down because I know where I was before and where my starting point was. Those 303 pounds. And I feel like that's the heaviest I've ever weighed, 303 pounds. And I got down to 227 pounds. And for some people, that may not be a big deal. In my mind, I'm telling myself, oh no, that's not a big deal. Like 76 pounds or 77 pounds down in a year. But no, so you go 303, honey. You was 303. Like a little cute little thing, a little 227. Sad. But no, but for real. So 303 to 227. So 76, about 76 pounds lost in total for the whole year of being vegan. And I will say, y'all, for me, I'm glad that I started my vegan journey in January of 2022, because starting it around Thanksgiving or Christmas time, if you start around there, it's gonna be rough. It's going to be rough. Especially if you are around your family and they have all of the chicken, the turkey, the ribs, the dressing, the fried chicken, the pie, coconut pie, chocolate pie, red velvet, all them. Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, all Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was still vegan. So I made collard greens, didn't have any turkey, pork in it. I made vegan sticky toffee pudding. I made dressing, which was really, really good. Then I made vegan ribs, which is really jackfruit and ground meat, or like vegan grounds. Will say take your vitamin B12. That was something that I took that I noticed a significant difference with. And I took a women's vegan multivitamin. I'll put the brands that I used up here. Some of those brands, the taste was just horrid. It was not good. Later on in my workout journey with them, I increased. So now instead of 3 days a week, I try to do 4 days a week at the gym. I still try to do 30 minutes a day during the work week. And then on the weekends, I try to burn at least 600 calories. A week is about 300 calories. Let's see. And I said I count calories. Not really. Not really. I will say for a few months, I made sure my meals were I was eating under 1,200 or under 1,000 calories. But I will say the eat meaty chicken that I had is maybe like 200 calories or 100 calories each, and now I have like a small thing of potatoes and some rice, and that filled me up. That filled me up. So if you want to count calories, you can, but I tried to in the beginning with the app and all that. I couldn't do it. I was getting irritated. I didn't suggest to do that. Well, not even I wouldn't suggest to do that. I necessarily didn't do it as much. Like I didn't do it for a prolonged period of time or nothing like that. That just wasn't something that I like to do. Now, because I did go to the gym, there's another video. I'll see if I can find it and link it below, of someone else who went vegan for a whole year and they lost 100 pounds. And they didn't go to the gym. And I went to the gym and lost 76 pounds for a year. Again, different body types, different people. So if I lost like about 80 pounds in a year, you may not. You can probably lose more than me. It's just different body types, different things for different people. But I do still have a certain goal in mind that I want to get to, which I'm happy that I'm at the weight that I am now. But there is a certain type of look that I am going for. So there's another goal that I'm trying to reach for this year. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be sure to try my best to answer them for you.